I'm with Nick from SVS. So what is SVS, by the way?
So SVS, the name comes from our founder, Stinson Vodhandel Sound. So that's where the SVS comes from.
Okay, and it's from where?
We're based in Ohio in the United States. We've been around for about 23 years now.
Oh, that's great. And what is your usual markets?
So we started as a subwoofer manufacturer. That was really where people got to know us.
This is where I knew I knew about you. So these are those guys.
That's right.
Sorry.
You can see a stack of subwoofers if you turn the camera over there.
Okay, now I know.
And so we're known for making really excellent bass for home theater and for hi-fi systems, but now we've gone into full range speakers as well.
Okay, so this is your latest, I believe it's your latest, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is our Ultra Evolution series. So these actually have not even been launched yet. They're going to come out Tuesday, and I don't know when this will air, but March 26th in the US. We have 3 tower speakers, and this represents really the culmination of all of the acoustic engineering and audio design technology we've established at this point.
Okay, but now I have one. Okay, I'm probably dumb here, but why have you put your plug on front of the loudspeakers?
So this is actually the back panel of the tower speaker here.
Okay.
So you'll see that there's 2 woofers here, and on the front there's actually 2 woofers as well.
So do you have the version on the front?
That's right. So if you spin over here, you can see this is the front of the cabinet. And the reason we do that is we have what's called a forced balanced array. So the drivers move out and they move in together. And when you have a pair of speakers like this towed in, you essentially have 8 woofers firing all different directions in the room. And this just gives you very even bass response, authoritative, fills the room. So no matter where you're sitting, you get nice, high impact, great solid bass without any of those peaks or nulls.
Okay, so that's totally different than what I would have expected with this, but is it hard to place this in a room then?
No, and actually that's one of the reasons you see this curved back part of the cabinet. That creates separation from the ports, so you can actually put them very close to the wall, and the ports won't be arranged right against the wall. The other reason we did that is on the front of the cabinet, it's what we call acoustically centered time alignment. So each one of these drivers is arranged around the tweeter, and they're in a perfect vertical plane. And what that ensures is that when sound emanates from each of the driver, it reaches your ear at the exact same instant. And this just gives you really accurate imaging, a nice broad sound stage, but you can actually see sound in space much more effectively than if you just had a flat front baffle. So all these drivers are arranged on a single plane.
That's great. Do you have a price point for those yet? Or?
So these are the middle. These are the Ultra Evolution Titans. These will be $4,000 a pair US.
Okay.
We have our flagship models in our demo room. Those will be $5,000 a pair. And then we'll have a smaller tower that'll be $3,000 a pair. And then 2 bookshelf models, a center channel, as well as a height effect speaker as well.
Okay, and this is totally different from the bass cabinet that you used to have.
Absolutely.
That's
these
totally
are
different.
Full range speakers. These will be our new flagships. We've got an all new tweeter design with a diamond coated aluminum dome tweeter. That allows us to really raise the breakup frequency. So we're focusing on the high frequencies as well, not just the bass and the lows. And we've done some really innovative things with the tweeter to try to make them sound better than any speakers we've made before.
Okay, that's good. Now I have a question with this, because this is aimed toward home theater, but this kind of shape makes me believe that it's actually directional a little bit. So is it for a big room, or is it for a room with 1 person, 2 person? Is it meant to be actually projecting from all sides? What is the intent?
So by having the woofers designed the way they are and this tweeter mid, it's an MTM configuration, we're actually allowed to have very pinpoint soundstage where you can hear sound in space, but it's broad. So it's not like you have to just sit in a very small sweet spot. It'll project a nice accurate sound through a wide part of the listening area. So we really think these are going to be embraced by 2-channel stereo enthusiasts as well. And the smaller tower will probably be more popular for home theater listening. But this is really the first speaker that SVS will really come front and center in terms of the audiophile crowd.
Okay, now you are driving those with a smaller sized amplifier. So can you talk to me about the choice that you made in order to get there? Because this is non-trivial if I look at this.
Absolutely. So this is actually another SVS product. We've entered into the wireless space. It's a smart streaming wireless integrated amplifier called our Prime Wireless Pro Soundbase. It's a 300 watt stereo amp. You can connect to it via Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Chromecast, AirPlay. It's got HDMI, so you can connect it directly to a TV. So it's just a modern sort of hi-fi streaming experience that you can use with a 2-channel system or connect directly to a TV and have it part of a 2-channel home theater system. But it just gives you a lot of versatility with all the different connection options. It's got an app control, an IR remote, touch button display on the front. So we just wanted to show off a different flavor of SVS as well with our streaming component here, the sound base.
Okay, so I can take this and put this on my, for example, Apple TV or whatever, have it in ARC with my TV, and it's seamless integration for all of this.
That's exactly correct, and then you could switch it over and just have it be a 2-channel stereo.
And it's more than enough to actually drive those for most cases.
Correct. These can take anywhere from like 40 to 300 watts of power.
Okay.
This is 150 watts per channel, so it's right in the middle of what these can handle, but it does a great job of getting a lot of full sound out of them.
Awesome. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for the opportunity. We love being in Montreal, and we'll be back next year.
Awesome. Thank you.